Greetings, my ethereal friends. I am Pleiades from Akashic Knowledge, and I'm going to be talking about how our thoughts create reality. So, obviously, you have probably heard people talking about the law of attraction, how our thoughts create reality, and you think a certain type of way, and you change your environment. What the fuck? Like, what does this shit mean? Like, why does everyone talk about this shit so lightly? What are they actually talking about when they say that our internal environment creates our external environment? I'm gonna paint a very nice picture to visualize this. So first, everything that has ever been created begins with a thought. You first imagine it in the higher mental realms of existence, and then you translate it into the physical realm through plans and executing those plans with action. So for just a random example, Steve Jobs, everyone knows him, right? The creator of Apple products and shit. He first had the idea of the very first Macintosh computer as a thought. He didn't have any type of physical shit that even remotely resembled a Macintosh computer, which was his vision. But he had the idea, and then he began to implement through plan and action that creation into the third density. He thought of it, and then after he thought of it, he was confident enough that he could translate it into the third density. So he had faith and confidence in his ability to manifest it. His belief and faith played a large part in his ability to translate it into this physical world. And then he began to take action. He translated it into second density by probably writing it down, drawing some schematics about it, drawing pictures of it, and then he began to build it. He took parts in the third density and he began to use them to create the very first Macintosh computer. So what did he do? He had a thought, he emotionalized that thought with faith and confidence in its ability to manifest, and then he began to take action and plan how he was going to accomplish this, and then he took action. At the end, he had a Macintosh computer, and it started with just a thought. This, in a very brief sense, is how our thoughts create our reality. We can start to manifest anything in this density by just thinking. However, this is not to say that all you need to do is think and things will manifest. That is completely not true. It begins with a thought. It is the very first action in the path to manifesting anything that you fucking want. Everything is energy. When you think about this, you can visualize our consciousness as a magnet for energies that it attracts. So, our thoughts, the thoughts that we put out into the cosmos, is the direction of this magnet. But energy in motion, or emotions, is how you get the drive in the magnet, the power of the magnet. So visualize your consciousness, yourself, as a magnet for anything that you want. Your thoughts, what you think about, are the direction that this magnet will go in. But if you do not have the energy in motion, the emotion behind that direction, there is no drive. It's like you're pointing this little magnet at a giant metal brick, and you have the direction. It's pointing at it, but it's not big enough. It's not powerful enough to bring that block towards it. You need to energize your thoughts to give them the power and give them the energy required to match the frequency of whatever it is that you are trying to manifest. Everything that I just talked about setting your intentions and energizing the intentions with emotion, is absolutely crucial. This is what is going to begin to allow the universe to manipulate itself into a manner with which these opportunities may arise into your life. It is like you are a funnel for this. When you set the intention, when you begin to manifest things, they could come in to your experience. But if you're not receptive of these energies and circumstances, you will be like a closed funnel, and the universe is like pouring all these blessings onto you, but it's a closed funnel, so it's just, it won't get into your experience. You have to be in a state of vibration and mindset that is receptive of the abundance that you desire. It is not a matter of thinking, oh, I want this, so I'm going to want the fuck out of this until it eventually comes to me. That's literally exactly how you're going to get the opposite of what you want. When you are wanting something, you are acknowledging the fact that you do not currently possess it. So therefore, you are vibrating at a state of existence, which is lack. You are without that thing or whatever the fuck it is. You don't have it, so you want it. You attract what you are. Rewind that shit. You attract what you are. It is not a matter of wanting something. It is a matter of becoming the version of yourself that already possesses it. You have to be driving in that shitty Toyota imagining that it's a fucking Ferrari. You have to be going to your shitty 9-to-5 job and imagining that it's your dream job, that you are the head of the company. It is already taking on the role of having obtained it and giving gratitude and being thankful and giving thanks for obtaining it when you haven't even physically manifested it yet. This is absolutely essential, and if you don't do this, you will not begin to manifest shit, because of the fact that you have to dial that magnet to the frequency that you want to bring towards you. You have to become the frequency that you want to attract. This is essentially the law of attraction. If you are not familiar with it, it is essentially the fact that we are consciousness, which is a magnet for the energies that we are vibrating at. If you are vibrating at a state of frequency that is poverty, if you are always wondering when you're gonna have enough money for something, if you are always stressing over not having money, or not having the job that you want, or not having the car that you want, or not having the relationship that you want, if you are putting your thoughts, which will lead to your emotions and your fucking state of being, so focused on what you don't have, guess what, motherfucker? That's exactly what you're attracting. So that's exactly why they say the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. It's starting to make sense now? You're probably watching this and being like, damn, I have thought so many negative things before. But this shouldn't be something that you take in that negative connotation. This is meant to be an empowering message that you can create anything. It doesn't matter what you've manifested. It doesn't matter what you've thought and what you've felt and all the shit in the past. It matters that you can change all of that right now. You may be homeless watching this somehow. You may not have shit. You may be in the worst point of your life because of what you brought into your life. You have to realize, and it's a fucking hard ass pill to swallow, that everything happening in your life is because of you. Let me say that again. Everything happening in your life is because of no one else but you. You create the circumstances of your entire life. Perhaps it is not on a conscious level. It usually isn't. 95% of all of our consciousness is our subconscious mind. Only 5 measly goddamn percent is your conscious mind. So you could think all you want, that you want a nice car, that you want a good job, that you want a lot of money, that you want happiness, that you want health. You could think this shit until you die. But if you are not believing it, and if you are not energizing it enough with your emotion, these thoughts will not penetrate into your subconscious mind to begin to manifest. You can program into your subconscious mind any of the affirmations with which you wish to manifest, but the very first step is realizing the power of it and realizing the reality that you do create your entire life circumstances. Until you really adopt this belief system, nothing will penetrate into your subconscious mind. So I'm not saying you create all your life circumstances to make you feel bad. I'm telling you because you have to really adopt this as a belief system and understand it and understand it and overstand it in order for you to begin to manifest. And when this happens, you can create anything. You can create anything. Really, that's it. You don't have any limitations except for the limitations that are in your motherfucking mind. So, all of this being said, you need to begin to adjust your belief system in alignment to what you desire and what you truly want at a core level. Beginning to do this requires penetrating your subconscious mind. How do you do this? Repetition and emotional charge. I'm gonna say that again. How do you begin to program your subconscious mind with the belief systems that you desire? Repetition and emotional charge. Those are the two elements absolutely essential to getting into your subconscious mind. First, you have to write exactly what you want, and I mean exactly. I'm talking, if you want money, write that shit out, the exact amount. Don't say I want to be a millionaire. Don't say that shit. Say, I want $1 million. I want $100 million. I want $1 billion. Whatever the fuck you want. You have to write it. But it has to be something that you can believe. I can't stress this enough. If somebody wants $100 and someone else wants $1 billion, it's not going to be any harder to manifest $1 billion than it is $100. In terms of the universe, everything is energy. It doesn't matter if fucking $1 billion or 100. The only difference is if you believe that you can obtain that billion as much as you believe that you can obtain that $100. You write down the exact amount of whatever you want, or the exact whatever you want. If you want to meet your soulmate, you write you want to meet your soulmate. You write that you want this job, exactly what you want to be doing, exactly where you want to work. If you want a car, the exact model of the car. What does the car look like? What does it smell like? You have to really go in depth with this shit because you are creating it. Just like a person who creates a car, let's say, has to draw out all the schematics that he wants. He has to draw out what the tires are going to be like, what the engine is going to be like, what the color is going to be like. You are creating your reality. So just like you are creating something from scratch, that's what you got to do. Create exactly what you want, like you're making it just for you. And then you have to say exactly when you want it. This is also important. You have to say, I want it by this day, this time, this year, to the dot. You want it by this time. You have to be very specific with what you want and when you want it. And then you have to write a plan for how you are going to obtain this. Nothing comes out of fucking sitting here on your ass thinking nice thoughts and feeling nice feelings. You have to make a plan to take action. You have to think of a plan in depth for how you are going to actually achieve this. Not something like, oh, I'm gonna recycle every day and then I'm gonna become a billionaire. Like, you have to actually do something that can lead to that. You have to enter into your passion and begin to perform a service which is going to help you and help other people. Likely this is going to be exactly what you're gonna have to write down for your plan. If you're not in tune with your passion, one, check out my last video where I talk about pursuing your passion, and two, write on a piece of paper. If in that moment you don't know, don't try to fake it. Just write, I don't know what actions to take. I am receptive for messages for the universe to send me regarding what my plan will be. So now on that piece of paper, you have exactly what you want, when you want it, the plan you're going to do to get it. Then on that piece of paper, you have to write what you plan to do after having obtained this, because of the fact that you cannot receive something for nothing. This doesn't work like that. You have to put out in order to receive. So what are you going to put out so that you may receive? And that's really it. That's all that you have to write on that paper. Now, you have to repeat everything that's on this paper until you have it memorized at least twice a day. Right before you go to sleep and right after you wake up. Why? Why these two random ass times? It's not random. The reason why you do this is because as you are going to sleep, your brain waves are slowing down. You're getting into a more relaxed state. So it is easier to penetrate into the subconscious mind. Have you ever been sleeping and somebody tell you something while you're sleeping and it makes its way into your dream? This is because they're accessing your subconscious mind. Because when you are sleeping, the wall between the subconscious mind and the conscious mind is really thin. So they can just easily say anything and it'll make its way into your subconscious mind. So obviously the closer you are to this sleep brainwave state, the easier it is going to be to get into your subconscious mind things that you wish for it to manifest. When you say the contents of this paper to yourself, you need to emotionalize it. You have to feel like you already have everything on that paper. Like everything on that paper already fucking came true. You have to visualize it. When you have it memorized, close your eyes and see exactly what you want. See yourself performing the service. See yourself doing and having everything on the paper. If you do not emotionalize it, nothing is going to happen. Repetition alone is not going to be enough. You have to feel the emotion, the energy, charge it with the energy to make its way past that wall into your subconscious mind. Another powerful thing that you can do to alter your belief system and program your subconscious mind is to listen to sleep affirmations. Listen to videos, go on YouTube, type in sleep affirmations for whatever you want, health, wealth, prosperity, happiness, abundance, all this shit. They have videos on all this shit. They're like hours long that are saying things like, I am happy, I am abundant, I am prosperous, I am healthy. Like, they say things that are going to program your subconscious mind with the belief system which you want to adapt. And as I said, when you are sleeping, your subconscious mind is the most vulnerable to influence. Listening to these sleep affirmations every single night are definitely going to help your situation. Also, I mentioned that gratitude is an extremely high energetic emotion. This is something that you can do every night as well. Before you go to sleep, take 15 minutes to write down on a piece of paper or in your phone or whatever the fuck, just as many things as you can, everything that you are grateful for. Every night it could be something different. You could be saying, I'm grateful for oxygen. I'm grateful that I can fucking breathe. I'm grateful that I have a body. I'm grateful for whatever, insert blank here. You could be grateful for anything, but just really counting your blessings and sitting here and vibrating at a state of gratitude is going to bring you into a higher frequency, which is going to make it easier for you to align with what you're trying to attract. And lastly, by far, one of the most powerful things that you can do to manifest anything you want is to act as if you already have it. I mentioned this earlier, but I have to say it again because it's so important in this process. You have to act and feel and think as if you already have everything that you want. And then you are becoming a vibrational match for the frequency that you desire. It is going to attract itself to you like you're a magnet. So just to touch up on everything really, essentially the keys to manifestation is intention or ideas or thoughts and feeling for those things to manifest. Faith, love, gratitude, high vibrational emotions which will lead to your vibration increasing. Actions in accordance to what you wish to desire is absolutely essential to bringing it into the third density. The fact is, our bodies currently reside in a third density reality, and for you to manifest things into the third density, you need to do things in the third density to make it happen. And be receptive, open your funnel, and allow yourself to receive these blessings. So yeah, that's it. I don't know how to end videos, I'm not good at this, but I fucking love all of you. Hope you got a lot from this. And yeah, oh yeah, follow me on social media, Pleiades, I'll put it right here, at Pleiades. And I also have music on Spotify, on Apple, on everything. I have a new song coming out on February 4th, if you guys want to check that out. I also have a music YouTube channel that you could check out. I'll put it somewhere that you could click on. It's also in the feature tab on my channel. But yeah, have a fucking great day and get yourself into nature today, vibrate higher, and begin to apply the wisdom that you gain from life. Bye.